You know, there's many people that try to predict the date precisely to when Jesus is coming, and the Bible tells us we can't do that. You know, it tells us, now concerning that day and hour, no one knows, neither the angels of heaven nor the Son, except the Father alone. As the days of Noah were, so the coming of the Son of Man will be. For in those days before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day Noah boarded the ark. They didn't know until the flood came and swept them all away. This is the way the coming of the Son of Man will be. Then two will be in the field, one will be taken and one left. Two women will be grinding with a handmill, and one will be taken and one left. Therefore, be alert, since you don't know what day the Lord is coming. But know this, if the homeowner had known what time the thief was coming, he would have stayed alert and not let his house be broken into. This is why you also are to be ready, because the Son of Man is coming in an hour you do not expect. We can know the season. We can know the approximate time, but to know the precise day, to know the precise moment, to know when that is going to happen, no man knows, not even the Son of God, not even the angels of heaven, but the Father only. I want to say to you today, be careful of those that predict timing and say precisely this is the day. You know, we can talk about seasons. We can even begin to say, hey, this may be the season. I believe we're in the season. I believe it could be at any moment. I believe that we ought to be ready. But to put a precise time on it is not biblical. And so I want to just bring that to you today. And I want to say to you, we're talking about the second coming of Jesus. A lot of people apply this to the rapture, but this passage is talking about the parousia, or the word that is spoken of for the second coming of Jesus. For it is mentioned in verse 37, it is mentioned in verse 39, and it is mentioned in verse 42. So the context of this passage is in chapter 24 of Matthew, and in that chapter there is spoken of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times this term is used in about 20 verses. The context of the passage, the context of the chapter is the second coming of Jesus. And so there'll be two, one taken, one left. There'll be two grinding at the mill, one taken, one left. There will be a moment like will come as a thief in the night. That is talking about the second coming of Jesus. And it will be like the days of Noah. They did not know until it came. The flood came, the time of the destruction came, the time of judgment came. This is talking about the second coming of Jesus. And so I want to encourage you to go to our website where you can actually request a copy of this small study. This is only, I think, a 20-page little booklet that covers a word study of the parousia or the parsua of the second coming of Jesus. That's the term in the Greek. And this goes through every verse in the New Testament of where that verse is found and shows you what the Bible literally teaches about the second coming of Jesus. I would recommend this study because there are some key verses like 1 Thessalonians chapter 4 and verse 15 that talks about it being the second coming of Jesus when the dead in Christ are raised and we which are alive and remain are changed in the moment of the twinkling of an eye. The Greek word says It is the second coming of Jesus. It is also that same term that is used in 1 Corinthians chapter 15 that says it's at that moment that we are resurrected. Those righteous dead are resurrected at the second coming of Jesus. The term is there. It is also both important for us to understand that it is in the context of the second coming of Jesus, or this term, that we see the trumpet that sounds, the last trump of God. And that's found in Matthew 24, 1 Corinthians 15, and also in 1 Thessalonians chapter 4. This term is significant. And if you know the meaning and the exegetical study of that term, you will begin to understand that it is at the second coming of Jesus that we are gathered to him. God bless you. Hey, go to our website, disciplescommission.com, and you can request one of these. God bless you and have a great and wonderful day.